All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? Listen, man, I don't like making videos like this. I don't like this. I like John Wall, the player. I actually think he's a pretty good dude, but I gotta keep it honest with you guys. If you go watch one of my videos from this summer, salute to all the subscribers that's been rocking with your boy for quite some time now. I told y'all this summer, John Wall wasn't focused. I know we obviously all seen the picture of John Wall and his face looked fat when he was at the USA little training camp this summer in Vegas, and he looked like he had put on at least 15-20 pounds of just, that looked like bad weight, right? That wasn't muscle. And, you know, a lot of people went out and said, you know, John Wall doesn't look focused. I got a source regarding John Wall. If y'all, you know, follow my platform this summer, I told y'all then, someone who would know told me that John Wall was not focused this summer. I don't want to get into the specifics of what John Wall has going on in his personal life, but I do know. And John Wall wasn't focused this summer. That's all I will say. I'm not going to tell the specifics of his business. I'm going to let him come out and make his own announcements and all that. But John Wall was not focused this summer. He was not focused this summer. He hadn't been focused for quite some time. So when I see a story like this, it doesn't surprise me. John Wall has announced to the basketball world, and the Washington Wizards have made it official as well. He is now out for the season. He will not be returning to the Washington Wizards lineup this season. He will have surgery on his heel, and he will look to return to the basketball landscape next year. So what does that mean? Another year that the Washington Wizards will not be relevant. They're paying a lot of money to a lot of guys who are not producing, a la John Wall, a la Bradley Beal, and a la Otto Porter Jr., all right? They're not going to be contenders this year. You know, in all actuality, I think this probably will help Bradley Beal. I have also been told this behind the scenes, Bradley Beal don't love playing with John Wall, but Bradley Beal's personality is not the type of guy to say, yo, I want to get a trade out of Washington. He's like a play it out type dude, but he ain't been happy playing with John Wall for quite some time. He doesn't like John Wall's work ethic. Remember the Marcin Gortat story last year? Remember, I think that was last year. Marcin Gortat really liked when John Wall was injured last year, and he made a couple snarky comments. And he was like, yo, I like how we're moving the basketball with Bradley Beal at the point guard. I personally believe that the Wizards are better with Bradley Beal playing point guard. Now, that leaves you in an awkward position because John Wall is a guy, he can go stuff that stat sheet, man. He can go out and get you 30 points any given night. He can go out and get you 11, 12 assists any given night. He has that type of talent. But in my opinion, he does not make that Washington Wizards team the best version of themselves. I actually like, you know, Bradley Beal is a phenomenal spot-up shooter. But when he's running point guard, if you go watch some tape, go watch some film. I know he's going to be running a lot of point with John Wall out for the season. If you go watch some tape, when Bradley Beal is running at one, again, not the scorer that he can be playing off ball, but when he's running at one, I really like him. You know, him and CJ McCollum, when they get some run at the point guard, they can do their thing. I just don't believe guys like CJ McCollum need to be alongside of Damian Lillard, or I don't believe that Bradley Beal needs to be alongside of John Wall. I look at it like that point guard should be around 6'3", 6'4" in today's basketball. And the shooting guard in today's game should be around, I say 6'6", 6'7". That's where I'm at with it. I just think the game is literally a 6'4" to about 6'9", 6'10" game right now. And that's kind of how I like my guys. But again, back to John Wall. I wish him nothing but the best in a speedy recovery. I can tell you this, I'm here in Atlanta. John Wall has been enjoying his life and his downtime in places like Atlanta. He has not stopped partying. I did a celebrity basketball game, Ludacris' celebrity basketball game earlier, late last year rather, right? And look, man, John Wall didn't play, and I was like, yo, that was kind of weird to me. You know, if he had an injury, that was one thing. I was told that John Wall was completely healthy. He just opted not to play. The reason why I thought that was interesting to me is because I know John Wall loves the game of basketball, and when guys like John Wall don't play in games like that, it just always, it makes you raise your ears a little bit because you know he loves the game. Like if Kevin Durant's in a gym with a basketball, no matter what the situation is, I don't care if it's toddlers on the court, he's playing. That dude loves the game of basketball that much. And when I saw John Wall not playing in a celebrity game, and by the way, there was a lot of NBA players from like Lance Stevenson, there's a lot of NBA players in this game. When I saw John Wall sitting it out, I was like, yo, that just, it's not John Wall-like, and he put on a lot of weight, and reportedly he's got a lot of personal stuff going on in his life right now. I just don't get it, man. It just, look, man, look at the NBA right now. Look around at that point guard position. You know, I'm hard on Steph Curry, because I feel like he spends a lot of his time golfing, right? But I can't argue with results. At the end of the day, for the most part, every year, Steph Curry is hoisting up that trophy as an NBA champion, at least in the last 4 or 5 years. So I can't get mad at Steph Curry. I look around at guys like Kyrie Irving, like he got his ring. Look around the league, man. These young point guards, they're figuring it out, and they're hungry, man. You look at Luka Doncic right now. That dude look like he lives the game of basketball right now. And there is a plethora of other guards. I just talked about Damian Lillard a few minutes ago. Say what you want, but the dude looks like he just lives and thinks that when he's not rapping, like he just literally dreaming about the game of basketball. And if John Wall's focus level is not there, listen, all due respect to him, he's made a lot of money. He's got a max deal. And the last year of his deal is going to make like $50 million on the Wizards. He'll be fine financially. But if he wants to be classified as a winner and a Hall of Famer, he's got a lot of work to do. He is nowhere near on pace to be that. Coming out of college, the expectation that this #1 pick had coming out of Kentucky on him, he is nowhere near meeting those expectations, in my opinion. There's a lot of guards that kind of just shot right past John Wall on that top tier point guard list. Not a talent conversation. We're just talking about a focus level thing and who's done it on the basketball court. And at least for the rest of this year, John Wall won't be doing it on the court for his Washington Wizards team, as he is out for the season as he undergoes heel surgery. Thank y'all so much for the time, loves. Put it on, take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.